These videos are going to everybody that we know anyway, so I probably don't have to tell you I'm Bob Reeder. Anyway, there's been a lot of news lately about interest rates and other things, and I thought I'd bring a couple of things to light, and we talk about the banks. And you know, I'm kind of a little jaded about the banks over all these years, 30 years of doing this. You know, they're basically, they talk a good story and everything, but they're basically about profit and their shareholders and making money. Well, that's obvious. The Herald came out talking about the big five banks earning record profits of over $10 billion. Well, that's an enormous amount of money in profit. That's over and above all their expenses. That is phenomenally high number. And of course, it's the woe is me factor comes in. You know, everybody's complaining about the economy and everything other than the banks, and they seem to be profiting no matter what. So anytime that we can negotiate on your behalf to save some of that money, because obviously there is some room here, and we'll work the job for you as hard as possible to get a better rate than is posted, because of course they're certainly going to be able to come off. Or the Bank of Canada rate has been kept at 1%, which is where it was in 2007, 8. So we haven't seen, you know, they dropped it half a point and then they took that back. So essentially we're the same as the Bank of Canada rate was 10 years ago. And I don't anticipate that's going to change anytime soon. The Bank of Canada governor has indicated that the economy has slowed. They talk a good story when they have a couple of months of good economic data, but that has slowed. Exports have slowed, and a lot of those contracts were done a month or two, or a year or two before any changes have happened in a major way to the economy. So a lot of those orders were done a long time ago, and we're coming into a period now where it's obviously slowing. Calgary still has a 25% vacancy in commercial space downtown. So 1 in every 4 buildings down there is empty, which doesn't indicate that we're doing particularly strong business here. Nationally, Vancouver and Toronto seem to be affecting a lot of the decision making related to security or securitization of mortgages, that the banks have fear of bubbles in those two major economic centers in Canada, and they basically dictate the policy for the whole country. And so of course we've had to the rules are changing a little bit. We're increasing the qualifying numbers, or they have increased the qualifying numbers for conventional mortgages where people are putting more than 20% down. Anyway, there is just a bunch of stuff going on, and we're going to keep on top of it. We're going to ensure that we're giving as much information to our clients as possible to make sure they have all the information they need to make a good informed decision moving forward. And we'll help in any way possible to ensure that the best opportunity is provided every single time that we talk to anybody. So anyway, to wrap that up, Merry Christmas, and we'll be here anytime we're needed. Thank you.